Hi everyone, welcome to Pearl's Kitchen. If you like my video, give it a thumbs up, press the red button to subscribe to my channel and press the bell icon so that you will be notified for my upcoming videos. It's absolutely free. Thank you very much. In this holy season, may God give us peace, love and joy. Amen. As we are in the Easter season, so today I'm going to show you how I make my hot cross buns, and here are the ingredients. Okay, I'm going to show you the ingredients for the hot cross bun dough first. So here I've got half a cup of melted butter, 1 cup of whole cream milk, I've got half a cup of sugar, I've got Zest of One Orange, and I've got 1 sachet of instant yeast, and that's around 3 teaspoons in there. I've got 1 beaten egg, and in here I've got 3/4 teaspoon of salt. I've got 1/4 teaspoon of nutmeg, and half a teaspoon of mixed spice, and half a teaspoon of cinnamon powder. And here I've got 500 grams of plain flour. In India you would call it maida. And here I've got 3/4 cup of sultanas and 3/4 cup of raisin, and I've got 2 tablespoons of mixed peel, and we'll need around half a cup of orange juice. Okay, the very first thing I'm going to do is mix this orange juice in the mixed fruit, and just mix it with a teaspoon. And then this needs to go in the microwave for at least 45 seconds. So give it a blast in the microwave, and that's it. Keep that aside. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is mix the salt and all this mixed spice into the flour. Just mix it around, and then we need to sieve it through the sieve. I'm going to use my daughter's mug, her gym in Manchester, I told you about before. That's my favorite mug because maple's on there. Okay, so you just take all the flour and just start sifting in there till it's all sifted in here. You can see I've got on my new apron as we're going to work with flour. And so first thing you're going to do is take a big bowl, and in the bowl you put the sugar, and you put the milk, and you put the melted butter. All the liquid ingredients, and even the egg. But 1 beaten egg. Okay. And then either with a fork or a hand whisker, just whisk this all for a couple of minutes. Okay, once your sugar is melted, then you add in the orange zest. And mix that in. And keep that here. And now we're going to do the sifted flour with this mixed spice in it. You're going to start adding that. Put around half of the flour, and then start mixing it. And once you've done half the flour, I'll just put a little bit more and mix that, and then we're going to add in the yeast. Okay. This is the instant yeast that goes straight into here. And now you put all the rest of the flour as well. Okay, and keep mixing it. Okay, once all your mixture is mixed, either with the fork or with the whisker or with your hand, we're going to start kneading this dough. Now I'm using the electric beater, but I've put the dough hooks on here. But you can use it with your hand. So I'm going to mix the dough, knead the dough with this electric one, and I'm going to knead it for around 5 minutes first before we add the fruit. but you can start doing it with your hand. All together you need to knead this for at least 10 minutes. Okay, I've been kneading this for 5 minutes now. Now we're going to add all the mixed fruit and juice and all. And now you're going to keep kneading it either by hand or by the electric one, and keep kneading it for another 5 minutes. Okay, now I've been kneading this dough for the last 10 minutes. You can see it's a little bit gooey. That's fine. That's how it should be. I'm going to just take this off. And if it's very moist or too wet, then you just add 1 or 2 tablespoons of flour. And now all we need to do is, you can put some oil in your hand to work with it, so it helps to release all this. Now we're going to put it in another bowl, and in this bowl I've already greased this bowl because now it needs proofing. So it goes in here, and that's it. You just cover it with cling film, and now let this proof for at least 45 minutes. Okay, now that my dough has been proving for 45 minutes, I'm going to make them into buns. So take it out of the bowl. What I do is I form it into a log, because this has to go for second proving now, and I cut approximately same size for each bun. Okay, now that I've cut them into equal size, so now just take one of the bowls and then make it a little flat, flatten it a little bit, and then you start pinching the edges. Okay? Once you've pinched all the edges, then you turn them over, and now with your hand form them into a round bowl. There you go. So it's smooth on the top. Okay? Once it's smooth on the top, you can take it in your hands and make it even rounder. Okay? And that's it. Our one bowl's done. Now keep going, same. Flatten it. Pinch the edges together, turn them around, turn them over, and then again form it into a bowl. Pick it in your hand and finish it off into a nice round bun. Okay, that's the second one done. Keep doing till it's all on the tray. Okay, that's the last one done. Now as soon as they're all on the tray, now you put another cling film. Make sure you grease the cling film so it doesn't stick, and just loosely put it on top of the buns. Now this needs to proof for another half an hour. If you can, keep it for 45 minutes, otherwise at least half an hour. Okay, while our buns are still proving, we need to do some more prep. Here in this bowl I've got 1 beaten egg and 1 tablespoon of cream. So I'm just going to mix that. So that we're going to use as egg wash. Keep that aside. That's the brush for it. And then, now for the glaze. In here I've got 2 tablespoons of apricot jam and 2 tablespoons of water. So now you just need to put this in the microwave and give it a blast for at least 30 seconds to 45 seconds. Okay, once you've given it a blast in the microwave, you just put it through a tea strainer, so you get a nice smooth glaze. And that's it, you keep that aside as well. Okay, now the egg wash is done, the glaze is done. Now we're going to make the batter for the hot cross buns. Okay, so in here I've got 1 cup of flour, plain flour, to which I'm going to add 1 teaspoon of sugar and a pinch of nutmeg. and a tiny pinch of salt, very tiny. And then I'm going to put some vanilla essence. And that's it. And now you're going to use water. I've got around 10 to 12 tablespoons of water, which I'm going to add to this. I'm going to make it a little bit, the batter on a thicker side rather than the runny side. So, and I'm going to use some more water. Okay, that's the consistency I put. I don't like it runny at all, so it's like more like a thick batter. And here in the mug, in the glass, I've got disposable piping bag, so I'm going to just put that into this. And then keep that aside, ready for piping. Okay, before we put the cross on the buns, we need to egg wash them. So take a brush and brush this egg wash all around. Okay, now I've egg washed all the buns. Now before you pipe the cross onto the buns, we need to put the oven on 200 degrees. So mine's already on. So you need to preheat the oven and then take the piping bag, and I've cut it at the end to the measurements I need. And now we start making the cross. I'm going to go this way first. Doesn't matter if it comes on the tray, it can be cut off. And now we go the other way. Okay, it's a bit messy because of the dough. Keep going till it's all done. Okay, once you've done the crosses, this goes in the oven. Now, depending on your oven temperature, mine's on 200 degrees and it'll go in the oven for between 18 to 20 minutes. Okay, our buns are out of the oven. Looks lovely and delicious and smells lovely. Make sure it's always golden color before you take it out. And now we're going to glaze it and make sure the glaze is also into the microwave. Put it again, give it another blast so it's runny. And now you just need to start brushing this glaze all over on the bun. Okay, that's the last one getting glazed. Just use up all the glaze to run it over. Really, really smells delicious. That's it. Now let the glaze settle on it for 10 minutes before you start eating it. There you go. That's our hot cross buns ready. The glaze is settled now. I left it to cool down for 10 minutes and it's really beautiful, lovely and soft, and you can see all the mixed fruit and the raisin and sultanas are equally distributed. So it's really, really delicious, and it was so easy to make, and you can have them with butter, or if you want jam, but it's already sweet so you don't need jam. You can have it with a nice hot cup of tea and some butter. So hope you all enjoy these lovely hot cross buns like I'm going to, and let me wish you and your family a very happy Easter for the coming Sunday, and I shall see you next time with some more delicious cooking. But until then, may God go with you and give you his peace.